well-known interior designer from Canada and a good friend of mine, Tracey Fines.
Tracey Fines has been a successful real estate investor for over 25 years. Not only does she flip properties for massive profits, she designs and builds luxury custom homes and develops land. Tracey is an experienced investor and builder, published interior designer, and she has won numerous awards for design. Tracey is an award-winning author and international speaker who has been featured in international publications and on television. Having a zest for life, a love of great design, and an enthusiasm for creating beauty, she will uplift and inspire you to take massive action in your life to achieve your goals. And she wants to help you do the same. Please welcome Tracey Fines.
All right, good day. I am Tracey Fines, your flipping queen, and I am here to share with you some words of wisdom. Stick to what you're good at, okay? This is what I talk about with my students all the time. If something works for others that you're watching down the street, it's probably going to work for you too. So I always say, get the results and then repeat, right? What is it? What's the saying? Rinse, wash, and repeat. I don't know. I think I got that wrong somehow. But my point is that, don't branch out into so many different ways in real estate all at once. Take baby steps. So do a small investment, get a good result when you're going to maybe flip it and buy and sell it, get a good result, and then do it again. And maybe each time, you grow your property, purchase price a little bit more, and maybe you do a little bit bigger renovation, but you take baby steps along the way because you don't want to just keep trying new things. Okay. You don't want to keep testing the market in some new way. You want to do the same thing over and over, get the results consistent before you move on to something a little bit different. That's how I started. So I started doing renovations, cosmetic renovations, number one, of my own house. So if you are watching and listening now, you should be considering just your own property that you probably already live in right now. That could be your first flip. Okay, this is a great way to get started doing this business. So I started that way, and I was not planning on flipping the property. I was not planning on selling the property, but this is what happened. I got a door knock, right? This is like classic. Got a door knock from a real estate agent to say, "Oh wow, your house is so beautiful. Would you like to sell it? And I think I could get you this for it." And I was like, like dollar signs like came into my eyes, right? I was like, "What are you talking about? You could get that kind of money for this house?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah. Of course, talk the big game, right?" Anyway, she ended up selling it for me and my boyfriend at the time. And I was like pleasantly surprised at the outcome. Doubled my salary, which, I was still working for a company. Doubled my salary in less than 6 months. And I was hooked pretty much from that moment on. Like, what was that all about? I got to do that again. So just got myself doing the same thing over and over again, doing a cosmetic flip. Then I went up one notch and I decided, okay, let's put an addition on this house, because there were additions going on down the street. People were making houses bigger in that area. So then I thought, okay, I'm going to try myself getting an addition built. Okay. And so, growing pains, right, happen as you are like growing and expanding and doing a little bit bigger jobs every time. You're entering into a little bit of that unknown world where, things are uncomfortable and growth happens, which is fine because that's what you want. Okay. But you want to take it very slowly. You want to do baby steps. Okay. So then after the renovation that I did with adding on a little addition, then I decided to go do it. I did it again and I did it again and I did that again. I did that a few times. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to go for something even bigger. I tore most of the house down on the next one and then built almost a brand new house. Okay. I didn't quite go over to the other side of building a brand new house. I was still a little unsure about jumping into that. But then I tore down most of this house, built practically a new house. And that's where I basically said to myself, I should have just torn it down. But, the point is that when you have a project and the results speak for themselves, like, okay, you made good money, whatever the good money is for you, whatever that equation is. But the point is like, don't jump too far ahead of yourself and just start doing something completely different, because now you're basically having to sort of learn again, and you're taking undue risk again. So just graduate slowly from baby flip to, whatever development kind of thing you want to get to. Just take it one step at a time. A little bit of growth each time is okay. So I eventually got to that property where I was just tearing it down completely and building up from scratch, which was, again, a little uncomfortable. Again, I remember, like, each time you're doing something a little bit different, you might need to find new people that you didn't have in your wheelhouse before. So it's a little uncomfortable, right? It's like, okay, well, how do I mark out where these footings are going? Don't think that I had all the answers, right? As I was going through the process. And you will feel this way too. You're like, well, how do I get that done? Right? But the point is that it's not rocket science. You will figure it out. And you know what? I did rely on a lot of trades along the way to help me. And their knowledge is what also I always say to all of you, like, they are an amazing resource. Okay, all the trades, suppliers, everyone that supports you. And I talk about the dream team a lot when we're doing this. Very, very important to have that expert, support system. And that's what suppliers, trades, consultants are for you, right? So I did finally get to that, I got comfortable, right? Doing the full build. And then what, of course, I had to do was I had to go to the next level, which was, let's divide a property, right? Let's make more than one house on a piece of property. Actually, one of my really close inner circle partners and also a general contractor that I've worked with many, many, many times said to me back in 2001, when I quit my job. This is after flipping a couple of homes, and I thought, I'm going to go full time flipping houses, quit my day job. And we went out for lunch, and he said to me, so, what's Ms. Fines going to do with the rest of her life? It is kind of funny because I actually said, I really would like to build a subdivision, like my own subdivision with everything planned as far as like what the street lights look like and how the landscaping is done and what the curbs look like and all of this stuff. And I said, I really wanted to just build my own subdivision. So fast forward, I went through all the steps like I was explaining, getting the baby reno with the cosmetic flip, and then building bigger houses, and then tearing down houses, and then building brand new houses, and then dividing land and building two houses at once. And then what happened was pretty interesting, because I acquired a property that has a plan to subdivide it into actually a retirement community, which is a subdivision. And there would be like, 50 lots or something like that. So full circle moment came basically into my life. And I don't believe there's anything such as coincidences. So is it on the horizon for me to build a community? I think it is in some way my next move. But that's a pretty big jump from just doing one land divide into two houses and then going, whoop, 50 houses. Now, it can be done, but like I said, we want to take baby steps through this amazing world of building your net worth, having fun as you do it. And after 26 years, I am still having fun. So I hope this has been interesting, and I will see you and speak to you soon. Hey, hi, Tracey Fines here. And I'm so glad that you watched my video and my presentation because I love sharing what I do. I'm very passionate about it, and I want to help you do this too. So if this is interesting to you and you're excited to get involved in real estate investing, then click the link in the description below, and I invite you to join me at my live presentation where you can ask me questions and I can help you in the best way possible. So I look forward to sharing with you more at that presentation. See you then.